like professional effort tonight. It's a game that we needed to win. And as I talked to you guys about earlier on in the week, we just need to keep building with what we've been doing over the last month, 6 weeks. And, the scoreline reflected the way we approached the game from the start. So that was great to see. Obviously we've been, we have the confidence in him to have moments like he did tonight, but him making those shots, but the way the team kept building and using his gravity and making sure he got the ball. So toughest job is to make the shot, but the way his teammates were finding him in those moments was really good to see. And you saw the bench, how they responded when he got on that heater. I think he had 20 points in the third quarter there. So, to me, terrific shooting, but just the way the team handled that moment and kept going to it was terrific to see.
What did that feel like?
It felt great, especially after the last game where you felt like you couldn't buy one, and then this game it felt like the rim was one of those things where it's huge, you can't miss. It felt great, and it was, as JR said, the guys found me in great spots and good rhythm, and it just feels good to get some of those going.
Have you been waiting for that to sort of come? You dominated NBL1, the same shots just haven't landed for you. They've rimmed out, and little things have gone wrong throughout the season. There's been games where you've been tearing your hair out, and it finally happens.
I wouldn't say waiting for a bunch of them to go in. It does feel good for those to go in, but just it's nice to have some consistency throughout a game, and instead of make one, miss two, and so forth, it's nice to kind of see a bunch of them going together.
When a player's hitting hot form, coach normally leaves them in the game, right? Let them run with it. The last quarter, you must have been...
I don't mind it. I think, especially with the fact that we play 3 games in 7 days, 6 days. I think it's one of the things you got to be smart with your bodies as well, preparing for Melbourne as well on Sunday.
Coach, you talk about the offensive end, over 100 points, but on the defensive end, I think they had 2 or 3 more shots than you and scored 67 points. You must be pretty happy.
I was going into this game, and the way they've been playing, over their last 5 games, I had a high level of concern of how we would come out and apply ourselves because, dangerous 3-point shooting team. I think they lead the league in assists, especially with the way Andrew Andrews plays and McVeigh sharing the ball. So we needed to get on top of that early, and I don't know what it finally was, but outside of McVeigh, they might have made two threes, so that was really pleasing there.
How do you take McVeigh's 35 of their 60 odd and shooting three-pointers? Defensively, collectively, you must be happy, but disappointed that he was able to get off like that, or you just take that he's someone and he is generally going to score points?
Yeah, he's paid to score the ball, to hold a team to 69 points. I think that's the thing that I enjoy. Someone has to score, and Jack's a really good player, right? Yeah. Olympian. So I was happy with our desire and intent at that end of the floor.
Sometimes when we talk to players after a game like this, they reflect back and suddenly they go, there was a moment during the week which I now look back on as significance that helped tonight. Are you sitting there going, there was something that happened during the week that might have helped out tonight?
I mean, if I had to pick something, it might have been the day after the Illawarra game. I went in with Keegan and Ben and just went and got shots up and repped it out, and I was pissed after the game because it's always frustrating as a shooter when you're not making those shots. So just went in and repped out my shot and didn't really stop until it felt good. So I was there for a little bit, but that's probably something that had a good effect on it.
So hard work normally gets rewarded.
I would say hard work pays off most of the time. Yeah.
Yeah. So are you glad that you did get that reward for them to go in and just keep people got their heads? You just got in and go, no, I'm going to figure it out, and then that happens.
Yeah, I mean, it feels good for it. You go in, you get your shots up, and then you see the rewards the next game. But I don't think that's necessarily how basketball works sometimes. I think basketball is a up and down sport sometimes, and you might have a 5-game shooting stretch where you're not shooting great. I think it's one of those things you got to be consistent with your work ethic, and you got to just keep pushing through those lows, and eventually it'll all even out.
Do you see the percentage of the game tonight as being significant? It's not one of the 2%, getting close to what Melbourne are on right now, and obviously going to be important back later on. Is that something that you now look back on and go, that's going to be really important later on here?
No, as we talked about on Wednesday, like we have to just take care of the games. If you address it and play the games the right way, all of that stuff takes care of itself. So I'm more worried about how we play consistently, how we can improve. So it reflects, as he talked about, his work during the week gets rewarded, but like he's always been like that since I've known him, his work ethic, and that's why I have the confidence to pursue and continue in these moments with him, because he's got a great body of work. And that the team, we're chipping away our body of work, the way we addressed it. Wagstaff talked about it in the press conference the other week, like our application over the last 6 or 7 weeks has been showing in the win column.
Be able to go into Sunday knowing that no one's played more than 28 minutes today, so having big numbers, it's your big names. Like, does that feel like it's a good position to be in from an athletic standpoint? Mostly not fresh compared to what that had been most games.
That, but also getting other bodies into the game that might have to play, like, you know, the 5 guys on the court at the end of the game, and like Sunday getting good minutes and so forth. Like Aquera continues to be productive with his minutes, so it's good to rest those guys, but it's also great to get those other guys in, so when their number gets called, they've had moments in games as well.
Feel ready for the challenge? Going up against the Lakers 5 in a row, now you go again. Like, it's really interesting. It was very played this year. It's good to watch. Like, how do you see that now?
Yeah, look, we'll give them some good attention over the next couple of days before we show up on Sunday. But you know, it's a great opportunity for us to really see where we're at, and you know, can we continue to grow in these moments?
Really, can you talk about how trusting your players contributes to winning? Henshaw started off really well, then went to the challenge the call successfully, trusted Pepper all season, trusted Aquera, got the best out of him. Can you talk about how that's contributed to winning games?
I think I demonstrated the ultimate trust last week when I said we're rolling with who we got, because I trust these guys. I'll echo it again. They're the ones that have been putting in the work. They're the ones with the scar tissue as a group. So I don't want to take away from what they've been building and working towards, and giving them the confidence with, like, let's roll with who we got.
And when you see Pep scoring like that, do it remind you when you scored 45 points in 2003?
No, what, he only had a 25 tonight, so that's not even close. I was about to take him out earlier, but I took,
saw a
yeah.
with the Saga screen and you hit it and told me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like that, and that's my thing, is when anyone gets on a roll like that, it's great to see. That's why the fans come, is to see a performance like that in the third quarter. So I don't want to be the villain in that situation.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thanks.